You might not believe me because you and many other people struggle to get clients at the start. It's a common problem, but it shouldn't be. I worked with Curtis Miller for 12 weeks and he finished my mentorship with over 25 clients on his roster. I also work with Esteban Cruz, who went from having 2 online clients to making over $10,000 a month. The problem I see is most coaches try to overcomplicate things. You need to stop listening to those TikTok and Instagram influencer business coaches who try to sell you on fancy schemes. They don't work. Instead, in this video, I'm going to outline how you can get your first 5 to 10 clients easily. There's 3 simple steps and I'll take you through them. I've gotten results like this and more with over 30 coaches using very simple and actionable strategies. If you're interested in being another success story, click the link in the description. But now let's get into getting you your first 5 to 10 clients. Step 1. Build your email list. You exist in a physical world and interact with real people every single day. You have human connections and you should have built a reputation at this point that you know what you're talking about. Honestly, your reputation is worth its weight in gold. In this industry, credibility is king. So if you've established yourself as someone who is reputable, knowledgeable, and ethical, you're a step ahead of many other coaches. The first thing you need to do is leverage your network. Think of all your friends, family, colleagues, former training partners, classmates, literally everyone and anyone you've ever communicated with. You need to make a list with all of their contact information. This list needs to be exhaustive. I often hear, "Yeah, Paul, that's great. I have 30 emails." I think you need to think harder and work harder to get that list up to at least 100 people. It should not be hard. Use that 100 people as your initial goal. It'll take some time and some dedicated energy, but you can do it. Prepare this list in a spreadsheet with their name, contact information, a communication medium, and the last time you spoke to them. Next, you're going to draft a templated email that explains your new coaching venture, who you're helping, how you help them, and how excited you are about it. The goal here is to be genuine, not salesy. You're sharing something you're very excited about, and that shouldn't come off anything less than genuine. Plus, all the people you're communicating with, you already know and have some sort of connection to. At the very least, they should be excited to hear from you and about your new venture. Then, you're going to reach out to these people one by one. Yes, I said it. One by one. You're going to send individual emails to every single person on that email list. And this is the most important part. Each email is going to start with 2 to 3 sentences that is specific to your connection to that person. Mention the last time you spoke, something that they're currently working on, or maybe something you've seen on their social media. Ask about their family, ask about their training, ask about anything that you think might be personal and valuable to that individual. The key here is you want to make sure that they know you're interested in them and that you care, because you have a connection with them, so you should care. Once the emails are sent, you're going to wait for the replies, but not too long. As these replies come in, you have one goal: to get them on a call as fast as humanly possible. To do this, you'll need to keep the conversation going, continuing to ask questions and stoking their interest in your new venture. Do not be afraid to ask for the call, and do not be afraid to be told no. Even a no doesn't mean the end of a conversation. Ask them why it's a no, because maybe there's something that you can learn about your offer or your communication style that didn't really jive with them. This will allow you to refine your offer, refine your communication, and make sure that in the future, when you speak to potential leads, you're able to close them and do so in a way that is authentic to you and what you're trying to offer. Every time a reply comes in, update your spreadsheet. If you don't get a reply from everybody, make sure you schedule follow-ups in 2 days. Then follow up with them again 5 days later. Then follow up with them 7 days after that. Your final email should be a well wishes email, keeping the door open for future communication. Using just this first step, sending out 100 emails, you should be able to get at least 5 people to sign up for your coaching, if not more. But if you didn't, luckily for you, there's 2 more steps. And don't forget, all those emails, they're going to be added to your email list and subscribed to your newsletter. But that's a conversation for another day. Step 2, you need to establish your online footprint. Chances are that you have at least 200 followers on Instagram or TikTok. You need to start telling anyone and everyone that you're a coach, who you help, and what problems you solve. Your first post should be an announcement that you've launched a new business and are now accepting clients. There are nuances here that ultimately don't matter in the beginning, but just make sure that your post is engaging, professional, and authentic to you. There's no need to make it very manicured or expertly edited, but it should be engaging and it should be exciting to get people's eyes on it. After this post, you need to make sure that you continue to solve problems and add value for those that choose to follow you. There are a few easy ways to do this. First, you can showcase your own success. For coaches just starting out, this is usually the easiest way. Show your physique, your training, your nutrition. Essentially use your own achievements to showcase showcase that you can follow the process and know how to do it for others. Next, you should showcase that you've helped clients in the past. Client testimonials are key here. Lastly, you can demonstrate that you can solve problems for your ideal client. I've spoken about the ideal client in the past, but essentially your ideal client, or IC, is the avatar of the person that you're looking to serve. Address their common barriers, emotion, and show that you're the person who can solve their problems. This must be done consistently over time. You're not going to close clients simply by making one post. Clients will start inquiring with you once you've built a reputation as someone they can trust. Your online footprint is your new business card. When someone hears about you, they're going to Google your name. And because of the search engine optimization of social media platforms, your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube will be the first things that pop up. Make sure that your social media says, hey, I know who you are, I know your problems, and I can help to solve them. Start some conversations and then keep them going. Step 3, engage your audience. As Gary Vee says, attention is currency. And if you've gone through steps 1 and 2, you now have an audience. And that audience is looking to you so that they can raise their hand and say, hey, Jimmy or Sally, you're the one who can solve my problems. People raise their hands in a number of different ways. They might like a post, comment, or share. They might reply to a story or respond to a poll. They might ask a question in your question box, or they might reply to your email newsletter. These are all indications that this person wants to hear from you. It's your job to oblige each and every one of those people who raise their hands. Replying to every engagement is the bare minimum here. Once you've replied, great, you're doing something, but we can do better. How should you reply? You should reply in a way that keeps the conversation going. Get that person into your conversation spreadsheet, continue to ask them questions, stoke their interest, and get them on a call as quickly as possible. Don't be afraid to make your offer when the time seems right. The worst case scenario is they say no. And even if that happens, we're going to keep the conversation going and learn from them. You can think of your engagement like a pyramid. Your total contact list being at the bottom. Think number of followers, number of email contacts, Facebook friends, etc. That's the base. And as you travel up the pyramid, the intimacy of the communication increases. As the intimacy of the communication increases, so does the person's buy-in to your coaching. The goal here is to progress people up the pyramid. From follower to conversation is a great start. Then, why not get them on your email list? From your email list, why not get them into a Facebook group or a Discord channel? Then, from there, you can show them over and over that you're the person who can solve the problems that they're facing. Continue to engage them, continue to add value. The more you engage, the more likely someone's going to be to capitalize on your offer when you decide to make it. Can you close people from all levels of this pyramid? Absolutely. But these systems are in place to reliably predict at what stage people will buy from you more often. We want people to engage with you because you are your business. Remember, once someone's engaged and bought in and you're wowing them with service, all of a sudden they start talking about you and you've unlocked the most reliable source of client acquisition, referrals. With these 3 immediately actionable steps, you should be well on your way to have signed already 5 to 10 clients. Is it exciting work? Absolutely not. But like the business guru Alex Hormozi says, sometimes the hard stuff is the stuff you need to do the most of. I'd argue that it's always the stuff you need to do the most of, especially at the beginning. If you still feel like you need more help, click the link in the description. And don't forget, bonus step 4, you need to be wowing your clients with amazing service. So check out the video where I show you how to get the best results possible. It's really good. Stay strong.